Hey guys, I'm the 50s Kid. We're going to take a little bit of a break from all the painting and bodywork videos on the Black Savage. We're going to work on my E46 BMW because it's got like a nasty squeak and it's just driving me nuts. It's kind of embarrassing driving around town like that. And I think it might be the alternator because, you know, that is a used alternator that I got from a junkyard. So, you know, it's just my luck that that would probably be it. But I don't know for sure. I haven't looked yet. So we're going to take a look, check it out, see if we can figure out what's making noise, and we'll see if we can fix it. Anyway, let's get started. All right, let's see what happens here. Of course, it's not squeaking yet. Let me let it warm up and run a little bit. We'll see if I can get it to start squeaking. So, of course, it's not squeaking on camera right now because that's how it always works, right? Can never reproduce the problem right when the guy's looking or the mechanic's looking, or in this case, I'm looking. So I don't know, maybe I'll take it for a little drive real quick and see if I can get it to squeak for you. So there it is, guys. I just had to go drive it around a little bit. Pretty dang noisy, as you can tell. This is a little trick you can do. You get a long screwdriver, I mean the old school way is get a long screwdriver, put it up to your ear, and then touch it to a pulley. One touch it on the trailing end of the pulley, and it'll actually amplify the sound. Of course, it's kind of dangerous to put it up to your ear. So you can cut open an old like milk jug or gallon jug and just use that as an amplifier. So you can definitely pinpoint a squeaking pulley that way. So it is not the alternator. That's actually fine. And let's see. So it's not the second pulley, the pulley that actually moves back and forth, but if I touch the the little adjuster mechanism that it's attached to, those are the exact noises that it's making. I'm hearing a little knock in here associated with the squeak every time I hear a squeak. So it's not coming from the pulley, but it's coming from the tensioner mechanism. And do you see how the belt is jumping back and forth a little bit? It's coming out and going in. You know, it's going out and in this way. And if you look real close, you can see that tensioner mechanism. It's the silver part right there, right in there. That's sort of jumping around a little bit. That's what I was touching with my screwdriver. So I was just coming down here and I was touching right there. Touching the tensioner mechanism there, and I can hear it. So, bad tensioner mechanism. Okay, so that's interesting. I really thought that it might have been the alternator, but it turns out it's the tensioner pulley, which is kind of odd. That kind of really sucks because that is an INA brand tensioner pulley that I installed. I installed that last year, just before my rebuild. It was just, you know, I wanted to make that video. I wanted to make the video on how to replace all the tensioners. I figured, all right, I'll just replace all the tensioners. I used the stock OEM stuff and look what we get now. You know, that really sucks. So anyway, let's go ahead, and I have an old pulley that I've got to pull out because I saved all the stuff that I pulled off. So I will pull that old pulley out and we'll throw it on and we'll see if that fixes the problem. So one of the things I noticed when I was doing this just now, I just got done swapping the pulleys, by the way, is that this top pulley is actually, it's bad. It needs to be replaced. In fact, I think that was apparent in one of my previous videos because a viewer sent me one to use. I didn't install it just now because I wanted to see if this thing would make noise with that old bad pulley in there. So we're gonna go ahead and start it up. Again, this is the pulley that I'm talking about that is bad. The tensioner that I just replaced is actually this lower one right beneath it. So it goes right there. This is the one I pulled out of there. This is the pulley that's kind of on top of it. This is the one that actually does sound bad, but this is the one that was skipping around a little bit, and the noise was coming right from here. Now, the interesting thing is, if this does make noise, I wonder if that pulley was somehow causing this tensioner to make noise, even though this tensioner isn't bad. So that's kind of, all right, let's see what happens, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, I'm gonna get down here so you can hear it. I can definitely hear a noise now from this pulley, and it's a different noise. A noise that I wasn't picking up on with the screwdriver before, but now, interesting. Interesting. Okay, I can't actually pick that noise up. I mean, it just sounds like a regular pulley noise when you're amplifying it, but I assure you, when I had that thing out of there, it was jiggling. It's making noise. So, all right, let me shut the car off. This is super interesting to me now. This is getting more interesting. So, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out this pulley. I'm gonna put the old tensioner back in there because I don't know if that tensioner was bad now. I'm wondering if this pulley was somehow making that tensioner, you know, jiggle around a little because this one is bad. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in the original tensioner that I had in here and the brand new top pulley. See what happens then. Okay, so new pulley in. This is what the old one sounded like. Sounds like a duck. So let's go ahead and start this up, see what she sounds like. So that's the original lower tensioner pulley that we started with, the one that I thought was making noise. It's still making noise. Okay, I was not wrong. I can hear it. Yeah, all right, I was right the first time. So, no big deal. All very interesting to me. So now we know for sure that bottom pulley, that tensioner pulley, bad. So I'll swap that out. The pulley on my old good one, by the way, totally fine. So I'm not swapping pulleys over. This is just the old tensioner that I've, took off my car last year, and it's actually good. And now she's purring like a kitten. So it was both. Pretty interesting. So there you go, guys. I think that was actually kind of interesting. Turns out that little amplifier trick, it doesn't work all the time. I mean, I would have expected it to actually detect that the top pulley. The fact that top pulley was really bad. I mean, that thing sounds like a duck when you're spinning it around off the car. But when it was on the car and we were putting the screwdriver on it, I didn't hear a really bad sound at all. So go figure. Did that cause the other tensioner to go bad? I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think I just got a bad tensioner out of the box or whatever. So, oh well. Hey, the car's fixed now, so I'm happy. Hope you're happy. I hope this was interesting. Hope you learned something. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm the 50s Kid. Thanks a lot for watching.